Why you always in the mood? I'm acting brand new. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Really, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with a view. Why you always in the mood? So I'm acting brand new. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Yeah.
My name is Neville Baay. I am co-owner and chef at Barrio. Exactly like this, I don't know. I've always wanted to own my own restaurant ever since I was a wee baby chef. I think it's everybody's goal. This was a bunch of people that we met when we were a million years ago living in Birmingham right before we were planning on leaving. And luck would have it that, you know, I ran into Brian and Jeff and Chris and El Barrio and, you know, caused me to stay here, and I haven't regretted it since, so it's been awesome. I think my skill is cleaning.
Cleaning?
Yeah, I'm really good at cleaning.
But they don't necessarily see that here?
I don't do a lot of cleaning anymore.
Yeah.
I used to, but no, I really, I get a lot of, I don't know, mental clarity from cleaning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think I do anyway. Business-wise, I think the challenges that I face are all fairly easy. You know, it's the small things from why is the refrigerator not working? You know, the light bulbs need to be changed. It's raining, and so, you know, everybody's wet. The challenges I face are trying to live up to what I perceive as the expectations of my staff and guests. You know, being present and being available to all of them as they need, I think, for me, is the hardest challenge. I think the happiest part of my work week is when I reflect on how lucky I am to be able to do what I do, and how crazy it is that I forget that multiple times a day. And I think when I remember and when I sit down at the end of the day and reflect, the fact that we have this and the fact that we get to do this is incredibly, it's the happiest thing in my life.
Is there anything?
My wife and kids are the ones that will bring me back to, hey, remember, idiot, you know, you love doing this. You might forget it on a minute-by-minute basis, but you love doing this. And that is always, you know, despite my being down on myself or on whatever it is, they were really good at saying, hey, this is a good thing. You should be okay with it.
That's awesome.
I think communicating with people on an equal level, you know, coming up through kitchens, you're not taught a lot of empathy, you're not taught a lot of compassion, you're not taught to really see people, you're taught to just outwork harder, faster, longer than everybody. And I think for me, the hardest skill was learning that is an attribute that's great, but a better attribute is meeting the people where they are and saying, you don't have to work 100 hours a week. You're great at the 10 hours you show up, and I appreciate it. And remembering that is you know, the hardest skill for me to learn, is that not everybody is a robot who just works 100 hours a week. You know? In a moment of total stress, my business partner and I, Chris, were having a moment about something that I don't even remember what it was. That's how silly and pointless it was. But we decided that it would be great therapy to grab a glass each and just throw it as hard as we could against the mural and watch it shatter, and enjoy that moment of loud smashing and just And we both, in furious rage, threw these glasses at the wall. Both of them hit the wall, fell on the ground, and did nothing. And we stood there going, all right, well, that puts that in perspective, I guess, you know. And so we laughed about it, and it served the purpose that we didn't have to clean up. So I guess that was a great thing.
So unfulfilling.
But I think just the action of just throwing the glass was, you know, the smashing would have been nice, but then all the cleanup would have been not nice. So it worked out perfectly, I guess. I think what a lot of people have worked really hard to achieve, which is a well-regarded and, successful restaurant that has been a lot of work and a lot of hours and a lot of care and effort by a bunch of people to get to where we are. I think to be able to maintain that level would be personally very gratifying and make me feel good about what we do. Personally, is to get better at all the things that I talked about, the communicating, the empathy, the understanding people, the helping people, the not holding people to the crazy, unrealistic standards I hold myself to, and just enjoying the fact that I really employ a shit ton of really awesome people, and they're just great, and they make Barrio what Barrio is, and giving myself permission to enjoy that, I think would be something I'd love to be able to do.
Yeah.
I have been, in the last few years, inspired by my two kids, Elijah and Asher, for different reasons, but the level of intellect, thought, and care, like genuine care for humanity that they have just in their day-to-day life is foreign to me, but something that really inspires me to try and get better at that. I can cook, that's great, but the community, the people around, I think, are the ones that, I would like to be more present for that. Birmingham. I think the people who over the years have either worked at Barrio and helped, have provided us with product and helped, have designed menus, have painted, have finished seats, have, I can't tell you what a fabulously awesome community Birmingham is, and it sounds kind of trite, but the only reason Barrio is any good is because we opened one day and people started coming, and it hasn't stopped, and it's been such a great community to be part of, and to be able to say, we know farmers, we know people that do painting, we know all this because of this one little restaurant. Has been, I think, the secret to the success is the people, really. Food's okay, people don't come back for the food, they come back because the service is awesome, and people. Really big deal behind the scenes is that the business partners I have are really freaking awesome. The families that we all have are really freaking awesome, and the people that put on a Barrio shirt and come in here every day are great people. They're really, it's hard to say that you can go into work and everybody that's there is somebody that you go, hells yeah, I'm glad you're here today. But I back to my earlier point, I forget that sometimes, but I truly think without them, Barrio is just nothing. So.